So let's move on to the next part in our presentation, and would like to ask you to mute your mic and videos, and let's continue. And for our next part, we're going to talk about engagement tools. Here you go. Real quickly, we're going to list some of the engagement tools that you can use with your students. And today we're going to demo a couple of them. First, we have been offering webinars on these topics. You should have been receiving flyers from us on a weekly basis. We have not offered some recently because we know that you will be only focusing on the telepresence. However, we are going to add some on the schedule soon, hopefully. Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a free tool that you can use with your students to create a grid for video discussions. So you can record a very short video, ask your students questions, and they can post or reply using a video. It's very engaging, very easy to use. You can embed it in a Blackboard. Kahoot is another tool. It's a free tool that you can use to create games. Very interactive. You can use it for formative assessment as well. Quizlet, another tool to create flashcards, games. Nearpod. It's a free tool that allows you to take your PowerPoint and embed activities, interactive activities into the Nearpod. Wouldn't be nice to have the students go over the content for like few slides and then give them a quiz or give them an open-ended question to reflect, and you can get a copy of the results. So the breakout groups, we already did so. Packback is another tool. When we offer it, please sign up for it. It's awesome. Play Post-it is another tool that now we are piloting this term. If you are interested to participate in this, it's really an engaging tool. You can take any YouTube video and embed the questions in the YouTube video. Similar to the Nearpod, but Nearpod is a PowerPoint. This one, any video that you have. Wouldn't be nice to, again, embed some activities in the learning artifact. Voice thread, you will hear from us at some point when we are going to offer some sessions, and Jamboard, which we're going to demo later on in this presentation. So keep this in mind. Now we're going to move on to like talk about the first engagement tool, which is the tablet, and I'm going to turn it over to Professor Hasty.
Thank you, Nadia. Colleagues, so particularly if any of you are on the Wolfson campus, this particular tool, this tablet, is at the Wolfson campus. So this is where I did the telepresence training this summer using this tool. And as you see, as I have it labeled there, it is the tool for engagement. A couple of things very quickly about it. Number one, this tablet allows you to have, in essence, a split screen, two computers, so to speak. So if you're on the Wolfson campus, you walk into any of the classrooms, you will find that the default setting in all of the telepresence classrooms is this split screen functionality. What it does is that this tablet allows the students in the virtual classroom to see on their computers what the students in the visible classroom are seeing on the board in the room, the board that sits on the wall, right? Whether it's a screen or a board. So now you have this dual functionality, which frees up your computer to allow you to do some things. So again, on the campus, there's a tablet that looks like this with this kind of a stylus that we actually use. Next slide, please, Anat. So with this particular tablet, what I'm doing here is, as I mentioned earlier, one of the things that I really enjoy is flipping the classroom. And again, because of my discipline, where I use a lot of inventories, questionnaires, psychological measures, that really drives many of my classes. And in this particular case, I'm illustrating the use of the tablet here with the attachment style inventory. So on the left side here of the tablet, what you see is the actual instrument. You see there items 1 to 9 on the left side, and that is page 1 of a 2-page document. On the right side, you see a grid with some numbers, A, B, C, and then some numbers. That is page number 2, because first I sent out this 2-page document to the students before the class. The second page gives them directions on how to complete the attachment style inventory. And so when we come to the classroom, now they should have 3 composite scores that will get entered onto that grid with the ABC scores. Next slide, please, Anadi. Now you see me here standing at the tablet. You see to my right, immediate right, is the computer, and now I'm working with the tablet. And I'm working with the tablet because students having already completed this particular instrument, now I'm engaging students both in the visible class and in the virtual class to provide me with the 3 composite scores that each one of them should have come up with, right? So now all of the students are going to provide me with 3 scores that are going to speak to the issue of attachment. Next slide, please, Nali. So here I'm demonstrating that students have now given their scores. And so you see I have a list of scores under column A, a list of scores under column B, a list of scores under column C. Now I'm explaining to everyone, both in the visible and in the virtual classroom, exactly how to interpret these scores. And earlier I would have said to them, they would have read in someplace in the directions that the attachment style inventory is really assessing the degree to which they were attached to their primary caregivers as children and the degree to which that attachment continues in adulthood. So I say, listen, your scores ideally for category A should be 30, for B should be 6, and for C should be 6, because your A score is indicating the degree to which you are secure, your B score is indicating the degree to which you are avoidant, and the C score is indicating the degree to which you are anxious. Again, this is about relationships, not just significant other romantic relationships, but primary care relationships as well. So for example, when I go to the very bottom and I see there the last one in the row, I see 18, 10, and 9. So I'm now going to interpret that score not only for that student. By the way, all of these numbers are anonymous because this is pretty sensitive information, but it's anonymous. But now I'm going to explain it so that they will really get it, right? So I say, okay, listen, so your score in column A is 18. Ideally, it should be 30. It tells me that you were not very secure in your to your primary caregiver. But it tells me in column B that you're not very avoidant. Ideally, it should be 6, but it's 10, which means that you certainly are open to building a good relationship. Equally important, when I look at column C, it tells me that you're not very anxious. So in your particular case, what would help tremendously is for you to really understand how to nurture and grow that relationship to become a healthy one. That is what I do, colleagues, with this particular tablet. Is I collect this data to engage students both visibly and virtually. And now that I've explained the attachment style inventory, they now want to engage in greater open class discussion about how to improve the quality of their lives. It becomes huge in terms of engagement, creating the discussive culture that I would like, and last but not least, them really learning how to improve the quality of their lives. And Nadia is now going to show you how you can use Jamboard to get, in essence, the same effect. Nadia.
Thank you. Thank you. This is great. So Professor Hasty shared with you how he used the tablet to collect information from students, and he write the info on the tablet, and it's very engaging, right? So how about if you don't have a tablet in your classroom? Can you do the same activity? Yes. the same thing. We're going to show you how to use a free tool called Jamboard to do the same exact thing. Okay, so no worries, and we're going to demo right now. So what I'm going to do, here you go, and I'm going to show you how to use a Jamboard, everything that you need to know about this tool. But for now, just let me show you how you can do the same thing with the Jamboard, what Professor Hasty shared with you. I created this Jamboard, which again, I'm going to show you how to do this from scratch. And what I did, Jamboard, think about it, just another tool to create very interactive whiteboards, okay? And we're going to talk about other features. But what I did, I created a jam, and I just inserted a picture of the grid that Professor Hasty had in his presentation. Okay, so now what I can do, this is what I did as a professor. I can share this link of this jam with my students, or I can share, actually even better, I can share my desktop and show this on the screen. So both groups will be able to see it in the class. So again, the same thing that I'm doing now, I'm sharing my desktop with you and you are able to see it. And guess what? I can start collecting the information from my students, asking about the scores. I can use the pen tool right here, and I can start writing the scores. The same thing that, again, he did on his tablet. I can write as well on the picture or on the what we call these frames. Okay, you're creating a jam and you're creating frames in the jam. So that's the way that you can still accomplish the same activity, make it very interactive, and you will have the information collected this way. By the way, you can use the tool Jamboard for many purposes. One, you can use it as a presentation tool. So I can have information on my slide. I want to go to this area right here where it says expand frame bar, okay? And I'm going to click on the tiny arrow, and I can add as many frames as I want, up to 20. Okay, so you can have up to 20. I can click on any, and I can use this as my presentation slide. I can add content. For example, I can add text, right? I can insert an image right here. So my students can annotate on the image if I want to, which is really powerful thing. I can do add circles, different shapes, right? I can change the background of the Canva if I want to, and so forth. I'm going to show you a few more features in a sec. So I can use it as a presentation tool. But also what I can do, I can use it as a collaboration tool. Right now, I'm going to do an activity with you where we both going to collaborate on the same jam to see how it works. Ready? What I'm going to do, I'm going to share with you a link. In just a sec, I'm going to post it to the chat area. But before, let me give you the instructions, what we're going to do together. And by the way, you can do the same exact thing with your students. So I created this jam, and I'm asking my students one question. And I want them to collaborate with me and add their answers to this question in real time. Let's collaborate. So what I want you to do when I give you the link, I want you to join me here first by clicking on the link, and next from the left menu right here, you're going to click on the sticky note, fourth option from the top. You click on it, and the question is, together, we're going to come up with the criteria of a successful learner. Do's and don'ts. And I want each of you to write or to post either one do's and one don't. How? You're going to take a sticky note. You're going to type your answer. Easy. Change the color if you want. And click on save. And I see my sticky note is posted. I can keep adding as many as I want. And when I'm done, I just click cancel and I start moving my sticky notes. All right, so I gave you the instructions. Again, I'm giving you the link right now. I want you to join me here, take a sticky note and add one sticky note either under the do's area or the don'ts area answering this question. So let's collaborate. Let's have some fun. Here you go. The link is in the chat area right now. Click on it and join me there, please. Let me see. This is awesome. I see you started joining. Very good, very good. I think we have how many faculty? 6 faculty. Yeah, please, let's collaborate together and join me there. If you're having problem, please let me know. Put in the chat area you cannot access the link or you're having problem. Again, all what we're doing now, just clicking on the Jamboard link and join me there to post your ideas. Excellent, excellent. So I'm expecting 6 comments. If each of you will post one, move it to the right area. Okay, procrastinate. This one needs to be moved to the don'ts. Excellent. You see, very easy. Absent. Excellent. Here you go. You got it. Play Candy Crush. You have students who do so, of course, right? Absolutely. No smartphones. Here you go. And I see now some is drawing. Yep. Try the different features also. You know, just draw lines, shapes. That's okay. Take ownership. Absolutely. That's very good one. Take ownership of your own learning. That's really good. So you got the point. See, now you are my students and I'm the professor and I'm collaborating with you. But guess what? You can ask the students to create their own jams. Teach them how to use it. See, we covered it in like, what, 3 minutes? Especially if you put them in groups, have them collaborate with each other. They will really have fun. And then in class, they can share the desktop and they can share their content with their colleagues. Even they can have an interactive activities, interactive activity with their classmates. You got the point. All right. So someone cleared the frame. Thank you. And I'm going to hit undo. It only undo my part. It doesn't undo. This is scary, by the way. You need to be careful. Okay. I gave you full access. That's why someone was able to clear my frame. Well, thank you. Thank you. Who did clear, did undo. Well, that's a great thing. Thank you. Well, since we're here, okay, someone is using the laser tool, which is really neat, okay. Now what I want you to do, I want you to leave this area. So let's close this tab and I want you to go back to the virtual room and let me know that you are back. Just post in the chat area that you are back so we can move on. Would appreciate it. All right. Again, I want you to go back to the virtual room, put in the chat area that you're back so we can keep going. Awesome. Very good. Waiting for a couple more faculty. Okay. Great. Well, let me show you now how to use Jamboard from scratch. First, Jamboard is a Google app. So you're going to go to google.com and you're going to sign in with your Google account. We are highly suggesting that as a faculty to activate your student Gmail account. Did you know that you can have a student Gmail account at the college? Like a student, they have their Gmail account to check their emails. You know that we have the Gmail inbox, right? You can do the same. You can have your own Gmail account. And that's what we are recommending for in moving forward, is to use your student account Gmail, not to use your personal account. How do you activate your Gmail account? It's easy. In the Telepresence org, we put a link on how to do so. It's this one. Create a student account. Click on it, follow the instructions, and if you need any help, you can call this number. Well, now let's say I'm logged on with my Gmail account. All you have to do, you're going to go to the apps area, Google Apps. You're going to scroll down a little bit and you're going to see Jamboard right here. So click on it and this will take you to this screen. You're going to click on the plus sign to create one right here. I'm going to rename it, click here, and I'm going to call it Lesson 3 Jam. Well, now I have my first frame. Again, I can have up to 20, and I can add as many frames. I can add text to my frame. I can move it around if I want to. I can write, especially if you have a stylus, that will be really easy. I can erase. Sticky note, you know how to use it already. Image, you can add images. You can search for image. You can upload your own. It's very powerful. It's really interesting that you can create an image and you can insert an image and ask your students to circle something on the image. Really, you can have an endless list of ideas. You can use the shapes, the circle, the text, and the laser option. You play with these options. I can change the background, clear the frame, move on to this more options, download it as PDF if you want to email it to someone, save it as an image, make a copy, play with these features. This is a Jamboard. It is as simple as you see. Well, now I'm ready to share it with my students. I want to send them a link just to view it, okay? Not to collaborate. How? You click on share and you grab the link. Just you copy the link and you send it via email, you put it in an announcement, you put it in a lesson area in Blackboard. It's just a web link. This is, they can only view it. However, if I want them to collaborate, I need to allow this. How? Very easy. I go to change to anyone with this link, and I'm going to change it from viewer to
Change from viewer to editor. Are you back?
Yes, I am.
All
I'm
right.
here.
Okay, you need to go over the piece, change from viewer to editor. That's where you
Okay,
kicked
very
out.
good. Thank you. All right, so let me exit this. Again, to share, you go to the share option. So to change it to editor, you click on change and make sure you change it from viewer to editor right here. And that's it. I can copy the link and do anything I want. Again, email it to students, post it in the chat area the same way that I did with you, right? Put it in a lesson, give it to them as an assignment for them to contribute to and have a discussion about what they did. Like, again, flipping the classroom, right? Having them do something before the class session and so forth. This is everything about Jamboard. I hope you found it useful. Try it with your students. Remember, practice with them first. Don't do the real activity right away. Well, any questions so far about anything we discussed? We still need to go over a couple more things, and that will be it for today. Professor Hasty, do we have any questions from before?
I am not seeing any.
Yeah, I don't as well. All right, so at time for Q&A, dear professors, any questions, please post to the chat area. We're here to answer. And if no questions, give us a hint. Just type in, let's continue, or any comments. Giving you a few seconds if you're typing your question. Okay, it seems we're doing fine. Wonderful. That's a good sign. Everything is clear.
Yes, usually when I ask my students in instances like this, and I say, what questions do you have? When there are no questions, then I say, either everything was perfectly clear or it was a mess, and to avoid embarrassing me, you're not asking anything.
So do the same thing now.
So either they are perfectly clear or we have just messed them up royally. So, colleagues, which is it? Take us off the hook.
Unmute your mic. We are a very small group, so please feel free to unmute and say anything if you want to.
It was
Ask.
pretty clear. It was interesting. I'd seen that before. I've been to some professional developments before where they'd shown things like Kahoot and that Google. The one thing I will say that I wasn't aware that we had Gmail available, so that was informative. So thank you.
Very good. Very good. Very good. Yeah, we really recommend activating your Gmail account and don't use your personal. So for many reasons, when you want to upload to YouTube, okay, for any other applications, yeah, it will be ready. Perfect. It seems we're doing fine. Let's see if we have any other questions. They're very clear. Okay, wonderful. That's good to hear. That's awesome. Well, let's go over the last
It's
few
good.
slides.
I told them that you were good.
No, we form a great team. We have wonderful faculty too. So all these reasons. Well, the last part, how do you get help, which is really important. We have some information to share with you. Some of it you already.
She'll be back. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you. So the PowerPoint that already posted in the org has information how do you get help. If you need help with the equipment, you know that you can reach out to CNS. So this is the list. You have it, but also it's in the PowerPoint in the org. I mentioned that each campus hired additional staff to support you. If you need help with the Blackboard or Collaborate Ultra, please go over these slides at any time and watch this very short video. This is really a video to show you how to get help when you need, when you have issues with Collaborate Ultra. It's like 2-minute video, very good one. And you know, you have these options. Always you can call the 3700. You can send an email to faculty, to online faculty, and you can have a live chat. If you have not taken the Collaborate Ultra workshop, of course, actually you need to. Really, you need to, and we have it online. Let me know if you need it, and I will tell you where to find it.